Bennett. What's your full name?
Natalie Wallace Bennett.
Natalie Wallace Bennett.
Attorney and mediator.
A mediator, too,
Yeah.
huh?
She's awesome.
And oracle.
What?
Yeah, she's an oracle. This week, Lampasas Law Talk is what?
It's about vapes and gummies.
Vapes and gummies.
Yes, you'll see.
For some reason, I think these are like against the law.
Well, yeah, but they do sell them at the gas stations.
They sell them, but they're against. How did they get away? We'll find out. Hang on. All right, here she is.
Welcome to Law Talk with attorney Natalie Wallace Bennett.
So today we're going to talk about things that you should absolutely know about THC vape pens and edibles in the state of Texas. And I think there's a lot of people who think that all of that is okay, and that it's okay to have and use, and that it's not really a big deal.
Are we talking about the ones that they sell like from the gas stations or your vape shops here in town?
Yes. And so that's another layer of it, I guess, is that I just bought it at the gas station, or I bought it at this store. How is it illegal, and how am I in this much trouble when I bought something right here?
Yes, you would think it'd be legal if you can buy it from a store.
Right. And in some states, these things are legal. Like, all the states have different laws. But in Texas, beware, you can get in so much trouble for having a THC vape pen or edibles. I mean, you don't understand the level of trouble you can get in if you have those in Texas. So if you have marijuana, meaning the marijuana plant, like the plants, the leaves, the seeds, you haven't done anything to it, usually that's a misdemeanor, okay? And that's what most people think when they think marijuana. Oh, it's a misdemeanor. Oh, it's not that big of a deal, whatever. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a THC vape pen. I'm talking about edibles where you took the marijuana and you changed it into oil or wax or pot brownies or things like that. We're not talking about the leaves and seeds.
Right. We're talking about those, the vapes and the gummies, and you can buy them everywhere right now.
Sometimes you can.
And those are not legal in Texas?
So it depends. Chapter 481 of the Texas Health and Safety Code defines the penalty groups for illegal substances. So penalty group 2 is if you have marijuana, oil, wax, edible products, a THC vape pen, if you have less than an ounce, that's a state jail felony. So you can get up to 2 years in state jail. If you have 1 to 4 ounces, which is probably the most common amount in like a vape pen or edibles or things like that, it's usually in that range. That's a 3rd degree felony. So you're looking at a minimum of 2 years to a maximum of 10 years if you're caught with the THC vape pen. And the other thing to remember, if you are in your car driving, because honestly, most of my clients in criminal cases get caught with these things in their car. I think I've only had maybe 2 people ever get caught with them in their residence. Almost all of them, it's in their car. If you're in your car and you get pulled over and you happen to be driving through a school zone, that is considered a drug-free zone. So if normally you would have a 3rd degree felony, which is 2 to 10 years, that charge would be enhanced because of the fact that you were in a drug-free zone, because it's a school. And there are other drug-free zones other than schools, but school is like the most common one. That's going to be enhanced to a 2nd degree felony because it's enhanced 1 degree. So if you had a 3rd degree, it'll be enhanced to a 2nd degree. Then you're looking at 2 to 20 years. So 2 to 20 years just for having a THC vape pen. There is a difference between CBD oil and THC. I'm talking about THC. And yes, they do have to test it and all of those things, and they will test it. But if you have a THC vape pen with edibles, my advice is A, it's not worth it. Don't have it. And B, if you have to have it, do not put it in your car. This has been Law Talk with attorney Natalie Wallace Bennett, board certified attorney in child welfare law by the Texas Board of Legal Specialization. If you are in need of an attorney, check us out online at nataliebennetlaw.com or stop by one of our locations on the square in Burnett or on the square in downtown Lampasas.
The information you obtain is not intended to be legal advice, and this broadcast does not create an attorney-client relationship. Consult an attorney regarding your individual situation.
Wow.
Yeah.
How about that?
It's crazy stuff. Because you wouldn't know, you wouldn't think that it's illegal if you can buy it at the stores here.
Well,
And I'm not talking about the Delta. I'm talking they have, the THC
over the
ones.
counter stuff.
Yeah.
And so, how do they get away with selling it then?
I think there's a thin line between Delta 9 and THC. If there's too much of it, it's THC. If there's not, then it's Delta 9.
I don't vape, and I don't like gummy bears.
Yeah.
But
Not gummy bears? Okay.
No.
All right.
But it really, well, I mean, her point is it's not worth it.
Yeah, it's not worth it. Yeah.
Now, is medical marijuana legal in Texas?
I don't know. I think they've started touching on that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Now you know.
sad news for stoners. Might want to move out of Texas.
Yeah.
I'm sure at some point Texas is going to legalize it, but it's not there yet.
No, it'll be a long while, but yeah, it'll get there eventually.
Okay. All right.
We'll see.
All right. This time every Wednesday is Law Talk with Lampasas attorney Natalie Bennett. Tune in next week. Any idea what next week's is?
No.
Okay, we'll find out together.
Okay.
7:49, 11 before 8. Lampasas Real Country. Today's hits, yesterday's favorites. Good morning.
Ken and Casey in the morning.
We're just a bunch of party animals. We're not leaving till we're heaving.
Lampasas Real Country on